Hindsight being what it is for the Craig era, the movies should have gone Casino, Quantum, Spectre, No Time to Die, and then Skyfall. Because Skyfall's all about Bond being old and resurrection and all that shit. There is a terrific 5-act structure hidden amongst these movies had they been planned ahead of time. Casino Royale is still our amazeballs introduction to the newly promoted 007, learning his lesson about the importance of trust and that he's a protective outlier destined for service to the big picture at the personal expense of a regular home life. Quantum of Solace further elevating these themes by testing that duty to country against the desire for personal revenge against agents of the organization responsible for the death of Vesper. At the end of this second installment, Bond interrogates Green and learns all about the previously unnamed organization behind everything that has happened thus far.
I answered your questions. I told you what you wanted to know about Spectre.
The inciting incident that perfectly sets the stage for what's to come. But Spectre and No Time to Die, in this alternate reality, would have been a two-part story where Blofeld wins and gets the CNS online. So Spectre, movie 3, drastically escalates things. Bond takes what he learned from the last movie and manages to infiltrate a Spectre meeting where we are officially introduced to the head of the Squid, Ernst Stavro Blofeld, who absolutely has zero relation to Bond, definitely not brothers, because Bond already has a brother, goddammit.
I had a brother from Langley.
But it turns out that Spectre has already infiltrated MI6, and the new C is working with Blofeld to bring about a global surveillance state. Bond and allies try to stop them, and while they manage to give C his comeuppance, the CNS comes online and Blofeld gets away. Spectre has a global intelligence apparatus, and it becomes like Minority Report, right? Like, he shows his face anywhere and Spectre's gonna be able to find him. So where does he retreat to? He, of course, switches out his company car for his DB5 that doesn't have a tracker and heads to his childhood home of Skyfall. This time for a clear purpose and not just because a psychologist mentioned it a few days ago.
Skyfall.
Far off the beaten path where this new Eye of Sauron won't find him. For the first time ever, Bond has lost and has retreated with his tail between his legs, a la The Empire Strikes Back. Blofeld wins. The bad guy wins. We've never had that in a Bond movie. It ends on a downer note. So that then in the follow-up, it could then be Bond overcoming impossible obstacles to save the day. So this whole Spectre storyline climaxes with No Time to Die, in which Bond is now facing a task that is not only impossible, but arguably the highest stakes of any James Bond story ever, battling a Spectre that has finally achieved its ultimate goal of complete global control.